Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well, free of COVID-19 and watching this relaxed at the comfort of your home. As most of you know, pop culture has one of the strongest influences in our society and in our everyday lives. When we get in the car and listen to the radio, go on Spotify and listen to our favorite playlist, when we go shopping, when we watch something on Netflix, and even when we go to art museums, pop culture is so ingrained in our everyday lives. And growing up, pop culture had a big role, especially in my teen years, when I discovered the existence of the music of Natalia Lafourcade and Mon Laferte. I will be sharing this deep love I have for these two musicians, as well as the director Greta Gerwig, which did an adaptation of my favorite teen novel. The warmest memory I have when growing up is going on Sunday to my grandmother's house and finding her cooking in her kitchen, cochinita pibil or chiles en nogada, as she listened to mariachi music like Vicente Fernandez or Antonio Aguilar in her record player. She would tell me about the serenatas and the dances she would go to, and I completely fell in love with mariachi music, the instruments, the romantic lyrics, and especially the bond that it created with me and my grandmother. Then years later, in 2015, I discovered Natalia Lafourcade when one of my friends invited me to a free concert she had at the X in Ciudad Juarez. This was an amazing experience, and I got to experience her concert and the way she portrayed Mexican culture through her music. I became obsessed with her mariachi songs and how she carried Mexican culture in her own unique and modern way. Natalia Lafourcade's songs to me are like beautiful poems that transmit love, culture, and women empowerment at the same time. My grandmother and I still bond over Natalia Lafourcade, but especially Natalia Lafourcade and her duos with Juan Gabriel, Los Ángeles Azules, and the cheerful Macorinos. Now, Mon Laferte is another empowering woman that has influenced my way of thinking on feminism. Laferte's songs are the perfect kind to sing full volume in the car. Whenever you're feeling happy or down, she has it all. I find it incredible when pop culture figures use their voice for change, and in this case, Mon Laferte is considered the face of activism in Chile. However, I feel she has impacted all Latin America with her music and her activism. When I was watching the Latin Grammys, I was captivated with the courageous move she made in the red carpet, and even though she was speaking for Chile women, her message was felt everywhere. And in my personal view, I saw her standing up for all the women that face injustice and violence in Ciudad Juarez, where I feel the most closeness to. To me, Natalia Lafourcade and Mon Laferte represent empowering icons in the feminist movement, as well as in the pop culture. I feel a connection to them for the fact that we are Latina women fighting and standing up for each other. And also, if you ever get a chance to watch their NPR Tiny Desk concert, I promise you will fall in love. Now, in the film industry, there is Greta Gerwig, the director of Little Women, and she did an adaptation based on my favorite novel of all times, Little Women. This novel represents all the beautiful things of life and of being a woman. Growing up with this novel and watching Greta Gerwig somewhat do a modern adaptation of this movie was remarkable. As A.O. Scott, a New York Times movie critic, mentioned, it is faithful enough to satisfy the book's passionate devotees who will recognize the work of a kindred spirit while standing on its own as an independent and inventive piece of contemporary popular culture. Considering myself as a popular devotee of the novel Little Women, I agree with Scott's critique. I really love Greta Gerwig's adaptation of Little Women because it portrays independent, strong women characters and breaks with all the norms and stereotypes that society has on women. So I hope you enjoyed listening to me speak about these three empowering women that have influenced my life and my perspective on many social issues. And I appreciate you. Thank you, and stay safe.